Sometimes opportunities land in my inbox that feel too good to be true, and this is precisely one of them. We have come out to Club La Santa in Lanzarote for a few days of training, cosplaying as a professional triathlete. Got the bike with me, got my goggles, and I've even got my running shoes. I don't know how much of each discipline we are going to get to do, but we are going to spend a few days out here just pretending, living that lifestyle as a professional triathlete. And what makes it even cooler is we might get the chance to train with Lucy Charles-Barclay as she is out here, as we speak, prepping for Kona, the Ironman World Champs. If you aren't aware, she is the current Ironman World Champ. We saw her win it in Nice last year. She won the T100 that I raced the other week as well, did a video on that. And yeah, she's out here prepping for Kona. So with Zwift, we might be able to get the chance to train with her for a day and see what it is like behind the scenes training for Ironman World Champs. I always love this stuff as well. Seeing what it's actually like as an elite of an elite athlete, what they get up to on their day-to-day, their training compared to just Joe blogs. I just find it fascinating. So if we can get behind the scenes with Lucy, that'll be unbelievably sick. Yeah, this Club La Santa place, I've never been before, but I've seen quite a lot of people who have. It's an interesting concept. It is a holiday resort, but for active people, or people who want to be active. So you've got everything you need in terms of swimming pools, running tracks, you've got bike rentals here, indoor training setups, paddle, tennis, football. It's got everything really. It's not just a triathlon thing, but a lot of triathletes come here just to lock in for a couple of weeks on training camp, because it's pretty ideal, and then you get all your food and stuff as well if you want to go all inclusive. It's an ideal setup really, so I'm excited to spend a few days here. Landscape is crazy out here. It's like volcanic madness. The wind's already on my case. Big waves in that ocean. I'll have to go and have a look at that in a bit. So I think I'm just going to come out for like an easy hour or hour and a half type of thing before the day starts properly. It's only about 8:30 now. I've had my breakfast, I feel good. How nice this place is. The contrasting backdrop, like the dead dark volcanic backdrop, then white houses and the green accents, mate. Oh, God. Don't want to go all Attenborough on you and that, but I can't explain how much I'm enjoying riding on this landscape. It's so barren. Feels like I'm on the moon. It's about the closest I'm ever going to get to the moon. People ask why you like cycling. Like, this is it, innit? It's just pure freedom. Exploring a new place. Doesn't get much better. And we're done. 40 odd kilometres. Beautiful ride, really nice place. Buzzing for the next few days now. sensational ride that. Beautiful little 40k to get the legs ticking over, start the day right. Wind was chopping me left, right and centre, but other than that, really enjoyed that a lot. And now I'm back at the gaff, I've showered. I'm gonna head down to the pool because Lucy's got an endurance swim. Unfortunately, my shoulder just started playing up as soon as I got back from the bike ride, so I can't do the swim unfortunately, but we are gonna do a Zwift session with her later, and I'm a little apprehensive because I'm gonna try and do the exact same session as her, so the same power, whatever it's gonna be. I'm just praying to the Lord it ain't some VO2 max filth.
Down here, we've got to put the hood up.
This is what it takes.
Marjolaine was training here as well, and she's training for Kona. I was like, we should actually go out for a ride like this and see how many people are like, what is going on?
So is that its own brand? Because I saw Zwift doing stuff with that.
So the sensor that's on my heart rate monitor is this brand. So.
Yeah, okay. Right, we're going to try the Core. What do you actually call it? What's the techie name? The Core Train Hot. It's a sweatsuit basically. Sort of like, the same sort of discomfort as when you've got sun cream on your sand.
Yeah.
That level is horrible. Oh. Jesus. You can put one there. Yeah. At this point, I'm thinking, my guy, you're in too deep here. What have you gotten yourself into? 2 hours on the indoor trainer on Zwift, in a sweatsuit in Lanzarote where it's already piping hot. That is my idea of hell. You couldn't pay me to do that. It is gross. But in all seriousness, it's a pretty imperative part of Lucy's training for Ironman World Champs because it's out in Kona, Hawaii, where it's going to be despicably hot and humid. And the only way to prepare your body to race in them conditions is to heat train. So every day, more or less, they said they are doing something to do with heat acclimatization, be that an actual dedicated session like this one, or a treadmill run where you get your core body temp up to a certain level and you just sit and suffer like a dog to acclimatize, or passive things like being in the sauna and that kind of stuff. But every day, more or less, they are doing something like this. And this is what separates the pros from the noobs. Just no way I would do that. I mean, I would never need to do that because I'm not going to be racing Ironman World Champs, but I just wouldn't do that. For me, this turned out to be one of the grimmest Zwift sessions I've ever done. Just being that uncomfortable in the heat and that hot and sweaty and sticky and stuff, it's just not for me at all. But this is just another day in the office for Lucy. Do you know what I'm saying? This is the difference.
What's your RPE?
Yeah, we hopped onto Zwift in a little group session that we'd set up. 2 hours on the cards. To begin with, I didn't want to touch the boiler suit. I was already sweating my back out before we'd even got on the bike because it was boiling in this room we were training in. So I thought we'll see how we get on, do a little bit of a warm up, and then later on we'll stick the suit on and see how long we can last. And I only managed to do 40 minutes when I did stick the suit on because I can't describe how hot you get in that suit. It's like an insulated thing where no heat can escape. You are just sweating buckets, puddles of water in this sweatsuit. And looking at myself in this footage, I look gaunt. I actually look like I've lost water weight in my face. It's weird. 1.5 watts per kilo has never, ever felt this arduous. I was obviously losing a lot of liquid. I was drinking a lot as well, like electrolytes and stuff, but... How far in are we on your head unit? An hour and 4 minutes in. I've put this silly suit on and my heart rate has jumped, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 beats per minute. at the same perceived effort, and I just feel sticky. It's not a nice feeling. And I've been doing it for maybe 10 minutes. And Lucy's been doing it for 2 hours, or she will be by the time this session ends. Levels to the game. After 40 minutes in the heat suit, I was seeing black dots in my vision. I couldn't push more than like 120 watts, and my heart rate was elevated like 160, 170 for that level of wattage, which is just crazy. So I decided to call it a day and tap out and just watch Lucy do the rest of her session, because she had to do the full 2 hours. There's no dropping out for her. Had to tap out. How long did I do in the suit? Maybe 25 minutes if we're being generous. I can't hack it. 40 mins, I'll take that. I'll take that. How long have you got left? 20 mins. I'm just not cut out for that at all. At all. Just had to can that. Could not hack that any longer. Lucy's still going now. That's not for me. It's not for me, that stuff. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hot do you feel right now?
It's like a 9.5.
Yeah. In the pits?
Yeah.
And this stuff, man, biggest thing I learned about that session, it ain't pretty to be that good. Do you know what I mean? Like, to get to them levels as an elite athlete, behind the scenes, what people don't see, it's not glamorous at all. You obviously might see them cross the finish line, podium at these events and stuff, but to get into that position, the devotion and the grit and just the daily discipline that goes into getting to that level is just not pretty at all.
You know, like the laundry detergent, it's coming out my shorts, so I've got bubbles in there.
Proper puddle.
What a mess you've made. Ready?
60 seconds. Now stay down there.
Yeah, it's already
We're starting with your 6 seconds. Okay? Restart.
The shoe feels quite heavy. I know, the full bike. At the end of the camp, I'll go and take it for a nice clean.
Okay. Now, let's go. Right?
Right, made it down to the pool now. We have got our first swim session ever, 50 metre repeats. God help me. God help me. Just waiting for Lucy to arrive. And I'll see what sort of speed she's doing it at and where I should be doing it at, because I have absolutely no idea what I can do. 50 metres in 30 times. Probably going to do less than that though. I don't think I've got 30 in the locker. What have we got today?
So, my whole session is 7k.
7 kilometres?
Yes.
Okay.
But we'll do about 2 kilometres warm up.
Yeah.
So you can do how much that you want. And then we have 30 50s max on 90 seconds.
So what are you going for 100 per 100 metre split for that then?
31, 32 for 50. Probably 32, and then it's faster going that way.
Yeah.
I think. The wind looks like it's going this way.
Right.
One way's faster than the other because of the wind. So
what, you get to the bottom, 90 seconds back, 90 seconds, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we get roughly a minute's, well, just under a minute's rest, depending on how quick we do.
Right. Alright, got the Zeland Say 70.3 cap on. Got this, I love the part. So day 2, and Lucy is up at the crack of dawn to do a 17-kilometre treadmill run. Again, one of the ones where she's trying to get the core temp up, a little bit of heat training to start the day, just a lovely little 17k heat training session, and then into the swim. 7,000 metres of swimming in one session. That eclipses my annual mileage of swimming. I haven't done that many kilometres of swimming all year, and she's doing this in one session with an interval session baked into it. Like, these people are built different. We did a little warm-up. I think they did 2 kilometres. I did maybe 1 kilometre, probably less. I'm not so sure. And then we went into the 30 by 50 metre max efforts. So the way they structured this session was you did 50 metres all out, and then you're on 90 seconds. So if you did that 50 metres in 30 seconds or something, which is what they did, they had a minute rest, and then they're back to the other side of the pool. Right, just done my first 50 metre time trial in the pool. 44 seconds, and that was all out. I haven't done any more than that. So they're going to do 30 of them. I am probably going to try, see where I get to after 10. I don't think it'll be pretty.
Here we go. 10 seconds.
Swim session. Oh God, swimming's humbling at my level to begin with, let alone when you're trying to do like actual intervals and that. I swim at one speed basically. I don't have an interval speed or an easy speed. Do you know what I'm saying? I just swim at one speed. And this was the first time even trying any kind of swim session.
Right, so we've done 12 50 metres so far, including the warm-up. I think we're about 5 intervals in. My shoulders are depleting. I can't breathe. The technique is in the gutter, and it's already bad to start with fresh. It's a strange experience, this. Them lot are just built different. They're tanning 30 odd seconds or so for the 50 metres. Then they've got like a minute to rest, and then they come back. It's different gravy.
10 seconds.
This one on camera?
Yeah.
Filming this one?
Oh shit, obviously.
Where's the oxygen gone? Does your heart rate get to on these?
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abhorrent lack of oxygen getting to my muscles when I'm doing these reps is apparent. It's just, it feels like I've got nothing in my shoulders and that, and I get to halfway and I'm thinking I've not got much left, I'm just going to fade away and pass out in the pool. How are we doing?
10 down.
10?
Yeah.
How your shoulders feel?
I feel like I need a sick bucket.
Yeah. It's good to know they're hurting as well though. Take peace in that. My lord. I've reached the point where I can't bring my shoulders out the water anymore. I just feel like I've done like a heavy shoulder gym session. You know, there's no weight there. It's just trying to bring them out. It's just aching. Not conditioned for this at all.
So yeah, it turns out swimming efforts, all-out efforts, is hanging, mate. Absolute nails, especially when you've got no technique. So I think I did like a time trial when I was feeling fresh, and all out 50 meters. I did it in 44 seconds. And then from there, after that, just got slower and slower every rep. The problem I had is my technique is so bad that when I can't breathe properly and I start to feel the fatigue, the technique is just horrendous. So I'm trying dead hard, but I'm not moving anywhere. And it's ended up taking me like a minute per rep. And you end up just like, because I'm not breathing properly and stuff, I'm getting no oxygen in my muscles. I'm by the 8th rep, I can't even lift my shoulder out of the water because it's hurting so much, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's just tremendously humbling. Looking back at some of these clips that Holly got, so obviously, you know, when you come out of the water, you're meant to have one eye in the water, really. So you come out, level with the water, open your mouth a little bit, taking a bit of air back in. By the time I'm doing these like 3rd, 4th, 5th reps, my head is like, do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to claw back some oxygen in my lungs because there's niche in there. And I felt like I was going to drown, and yeah, it's horrible. I didn't know swimming could hurt that bad. If I'm totally honest, I did not know swimming could hurt that bad. It was like cardiovascular and muscular ache. It was, yeah, horrible. So after, I think I managed 10 reps maybe, I stopped. I started doing one on, one off. So every time they did 2, I did 1. And yeah, by the 10th or 11th rep, I couldn't do anything. Couldn't do anything more. I'm obviously not conditioned to swim, so that put me in a hole. And yeah, called it a day there, and just got out and again just sort of filmed some of the stuff they were doing, just watching them lot swim and that. I don't understand how they move so quick in the water. It's just a bit weird. What was good to see in the flesh as well is they're hurting a lot. Lucy was hurting a lot during these sessions, so I think the indoor session she was hurting, and then the swim she was in the mud as well. So they're obviously stronger and a lot quicker, but they're hurting just as much. They're not superhumans. Probably hurting more because they're digging deeper than most normal athletes would do. And that's what it takes, again, like day in, day out, showing up, burying yourself, doing what 99.9% of other athletes won't, to be that 1% of the 1%. And it's just mad inspiring. Right, swimming intervals, dispatched. Pretty poor form on my part, to be honest. I'm not conditioned at all for that. Didn't realise swimming could hurt that bad. I think Lucy and that were going through it towards the back end of the 30 reps that they did. I could only stomach about 10. She also did a heat run this morning, so just a run on the treadmill, I think 17k, to try and get the core body temp up again as part of the acclimatisation stuff. For Kona, I was busy when she was doing that, so I couldn't do that, unfortunately. Would have loved that. And now I am going out on, just by myself, on 80 odd kilometre bike ride, I think. Depends how I feel. I'm going to get out there and see, because it's scorching hot now, midday sun, and I don't know how much that swim stuff's going to have taken out of me, so we'll see. Should be pretty nice though. I've had a look at the route. It's like nice climbs and countryside and stuff, so let's go. I feel like I'm riding through the Arizona desert. My body's probably in shock, saying, what you doing, bro? 2 double days on the bounce, who do you think you are? I reckon I'll grow into it. I feel a bit, legs ain't quite there at the minute, but I'm only 10k. Usually warm up a bit later on. And the Garmin is clocking 30 degrees, but I'm not feeling too hot at the minute, you know. Heat training yesterday, coming in clutch. About 30 kilometres in. I think whoever made this route on Komoot needs to be banned for life from that app.
been some extremely questionable off-road paths on a road ride. I've had to turn around on a couple and cut them out of the route, so I think it'll probably come up a bit short. Otherwise, it's nice. It's just the wind, man. It's sapping my legs like nobody's business. When you've got it on your back, it's incredible, but when it's on your crosswind or in front of you, it's makes it really difficult. Wow. Nothing hits like an ice cold drink mid-ride in Spain or France or just anywhere hot. Right, we've got the big climb of the day coming up. I don't know the name of it, but I do know it's 10 kilometers at an average of 5.5%, so not easy by any stretch, but it should be okay. I'm just praying to God the wind isn't in my face going up that, or it's going to take me time. Sketchiest moment I've had on the bike in a long time. Went past like a massive coach when I was going downhill, and as it went past, the whiplash effect of the wind shook my bike, like the front end just twitched, and I thought I was a goner for a minute, but thankfully managed to keep it upright. Just had the spike of adrenaline, and now I'm just gonna crawl down the descent, so it's gonna be a long ass ride now. Tabiesco climb. This takes us to the highest road in Lanzarote, so I think it's a 500 meter climb in terms of elevation, 10k in terms of length. Whew. It's steeper than I thought it'd be. Don't know where we're going either. I'm gonna guess up into them like weird mountains. Bad day to be a form of life in this strange valley thing. So dry, so dead. Even the cactuses can't survive here. Truthfully, I'm a few stops away from entering Struggle City here. I'm overheating. I feel like I got out in my glycogen stores other than what I've just eaten now. And I'm running a little bit on fumes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Right, we're in a little bit of a hole there towards the end, not going to lie to you. But we've done it. That's the toughest part of the ride out of the way now. I do think the last 30 odd kilometres is primarily downhill. A prolonged, nice, smooth downhill, hopefully. I ain't got time for no steep ass descents with this wind. But yeah, fuck. Oh God. I am really feeling quite cooked. Yeah. perk up a little bit. I've got a Coca-Cola, that'll help me out. So I'll be back in the game in 20 minutes. Just give me a sec. Restock these bottles with the agua. Oh, bike looks beautiful in this sunlight with the raw carbon glistening away.
Trying to stay alive, I'm eating the rules and biting it. It's set out the time to tell the principles when I begin. It's not very nice and hell, I've seen it all inviting me. And only time can tell the nights prevail with slice it thin. I've been a fool, I'm witnessing the rules are sinking in. Without a pause, I see these intervals all interlinked. I'm lyrical, I watch the silver screen turn into pink. I'm running thin on ink, my tentacles begin to drip. Yeah. Is there anything that happened? Watch my brother undercover, every hint of passion. Take my number, no more suffering, begin the action. No runners up, don't give a fuck, I twist it in a fraction. Rings of Saturn, circling my imperfections. Is this a pattern? Bursting from the indigestion. Big reactions, servicing the intervention. It's in fashion, gurning at the intersection.
We're done. 85 kilometres with 1,300 metres of elevation, I think. Feeling pretty cooked now, I'm not gonna lie. It's such a nice place to ride. It's just such a shame about the wind. It got very sketchy in parts, especially with big coaches and that going past, and just on the descents when the wind catches your front wheel, especially with the deep 62.5 mil wheels. It's not ideal. Yeah, which is a shame because otherwise it would be pretty perfect for cycling. Yeah, that's it. We are pretty much done now. It's curtains. I'm going home in a couple of hours and I'm gutted to be leaving. I enjoy cosplaying as a professional athlete, if you couldn't tell. It's one of my favourite pastimes actually. And I just wanted to thank Lucy and her team for letting me mull about for the last few days and just tag along with the sessions and stuff, getting an insight as to what it's like for the elite of the elite when they're preparing for something like Ironman World Champs. It's just motivating as hell, to be honest. There's Reese, who's a coach and fella. He's an ex-pro triathlete too. And then Holly, who's her sister, who does all the videography and the media side of things as well. All class, very nice people and very welcoming as well. Training with them was sensational. So yeah, shout out to them. And also Zwift for facilitating all of this stuff. That's how this came about, because Lucy's a Zwift ambassador too, as am I. And they sorted all this stuff. So yeah, thank you very, very much, because opportunities like this are just class. Like, I still can't believe this sort of thing is what I get to do for a living. But otherwise, I am going home, and then in a couple of days, I'm going back up to Glasgow to do the Tour de Four event, Chris Hoy's event, to raise awareness around prostate cancer and stuff like that. So yeah, that should be a pretty good event as well. I'm looking forward to that one. So nice one for watching, if you've watched this far at least, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.